Artificial intelligence, or AI, is revolutionizing our world, transforming industries, automating tasks, and solving complex problems. Its potential for good is immense, offering breakthroughs in healthcare, education, and countless other fields. However, every technological advancement carries a darker side, and AI is no exception. As AI systems become more sophisticated, they are increasingly being used for malicious purposes, particularly in the realm of scams. AI's ability to process vast amounts of data, learn patterns, and mimic human behavior makes it a powerful tool for scammers. They exploit AI to create highly convincing and personalized scams that are more difficult to detect than ever before. These AI-driven scams are not just limited to stealing financial information, they can also manipulate emotions, spread misinformation, and damage reputations. The rise of AI-powered scams poses a significant threat to individuals, businesses, and society as a whole. It is crucial to understand the mechanisms behind these scams and to develop effective strategies to combat them. This essay will delve into the dark side of AI, exploring its role in modern scams and highlighting the importance of awareness and preventative measures. By understanding the dangers, we can work towards mitigating the risks and ensuring that AI's potential for good is not overshadowed by its capacity for harm. The battle against AI-driven scams requires a multi-pronged approach involving technological advancements, legal frameworks, and most importantly, a collective awareness of the threats we face in the digital age. Deepfakes are a prime example of AI's potential for misuse. These synthetic media, created using deep learning algorithms, can convincingly replace a person's likeness in videos or audio recordings. While deepfakes have legitimate applications in entertainment and media, they are increasingly being used for malicious purposes. Scammers can use deepfakes to impersonate individuals, spread misinformation, and manipulate public opinion. Imagine receiving a video call from a trusted friend or family member, only to later discover that it was a deepfake designed to trick you into revealing personal information or making a financial transaction. Deepfakes are becoming increasingly sophisticated, making it harder to distinguish them from real media. This poses a significant challenge for individuals and organizations alike. Detecting deepfakes requires a combination of technical expertise, critical thinking, and a healthy dose of skepticism. Research into deepfake detection technology is ongoing, but it is a constant race against increasingly sophisticated deepfake creation techniques. As the technology evolves, so too must our defenses against its misuse. Phishing attacks, a long-standing threat in the digital world, have become even more potent with the integration of AI. AI-powered phishing attacks are highly personalized and targeted, making them more convincing and difficult to identify. AI algorithms can analyze vast amounts of data, including social media posts, browsing history, and public records, to create phishing emails and messages that appear tailored to the individual recipient. These messages often mimic the language and tone of legitimate organizations, increasing the likelihood that the target will fall victim to the scam. The personalization of phishing attacks thanks to AI makes them incredibly effective. Traditional methods of detecting phishing attacks, such as looking for grammatical errors or suspicious links, are becoming less reliable as AI-generated content becomes more sophisticated. To combat AI-powered phishing attacks, individuals and organizations need to adopt a multi-layered approach to security. This includes using strong passwords, enabling multi-factor authentication, being cautious about clicking on links or opening attachments, and staying informed about the latest phishing techniques. AI is also being used to create fake social media profiles that appear incredibly realistic. These profiles can be used for a variety of malicious purposes, including spreading misinformation, manipulating social interactions, and conducting phishing scams. AI algorithms can generate fake profile pictures, write convincing bios, and even create a history of social media activity to make the profiles appear genuine. These fake profiles can then be used to infiltrate online communities, build relationships with unsuspecting individuals, and spread malicious content. The rise of fake social media profiles poses a significant threat to the integrity of online information and social interactions. It is becoming increasingly difficult to distinguish between real and fake profiles, leading to a climate of distrust and suspicion online. Social media companies are working to combat fake profiles, but the sheer volume and sophistication of AI-generated profiles present a significant challenge. Users need to be vigilant about who they interact with online and be wary of profiles that exhibit suspicious behavior or inconsistencies. Section 5. Exploiting Human Psychology, the Art of AI-Powered Manipulation. One of the most insidious aspects of AI-driven scams is their ability to exploit human psychology. AI algorithms can analyze data to identify individuals who are more susceptible to certain types of scams and tailor their approach accordingly. For example, AI can identify individuals who are more likely to respond to authority figures or who are particularly vulnerable to emotional appeals. Scammers can then use this information to craft personalized messages that exploit these psychological vulnerabilities. AI can also be used to create a sense of urgency or fear, prompting individuals to act impulsively without thinking critically. This tactic is often used in phishing scams, where scammers try to convince victims that their accounts have been compromised or that they need to take immediate action to avoid financial loss. Understanding the psychological tactics used in AI-driven scams is crucial for developing effective countermeasures. Education and awareness campaigns can help individuals recognize the signs of manipulation and avoid falling victim to these scams. Section 6. Case Study: The CEO Impersonation Scam. The CEO impersonation scam is a prime example of how AI can be used to deceive individuals and organizations. In this scam, fraudsters use AI to analyze publicly available data, including social media profiles and company websites, to gather information about a company's CEO and their communication style. Using this information, scammers can create highly convincing emails or messages that appear to come directly from the CEO. These messages often request urgent financial transactions or sensitive information, exploiting the recipient's trust in their superiors. The CEO impersonation scam highlights the importance of verifying the authenticity of communications, especially when it comes to financial transactions or sensitive data. Organizations should implement clear communication protocols and educate employees about the risks of CEO impersonation scams. Multi-factor authentication, secure communication channels, and a culture of skepticism can all help mitigate the risk of falling victim to this sophisticated scam. Section 7. The Evolving Landscape of AI-Driven Scams. The landscape of AI-driven scams is constantly evolving. As AI technology advances, scammers are finding new and innovative ways to exploit its capabilities. This makes it challenging to stay ahead of the curve and develop effective countermeasures. One emerging trend is the use of AI to automate scam operations. AI-powered chatbots can engage with potential victims, answer questions, and even negotiate transactions, making the scam appear more legitimate and reducing the need for human involvement. Another trend is the use of AI to target specific demographics or industries. Scammers can use AI to analyze data and identify groups that are more susceptible to certain types of scams, allowing them to tailor their approach and increase their chances of success. The evolving nature of AI-driven scams requires a proactive approach to security. Individuals and organizations need to stay informed about the latest scam techniques, adopt robust security measures, and remain vigilant in the face of ever-evolving threats. Awareness, the first line of defense. In the fight against AI-driven scams, awareness is the first and most crucial line of defense. Educating individuals about the dangers of AI-powered scams, the tactics used by scammers, and the steps they can take to protect themselves is essential. Awareness campaigns should focus on promoting critical thinking, encouraging skepticism, and highlighting the importance of verifying information before taking any action. Individuals need to understand that AI can be used to create highly convincing scams, and that they should not blindly trust information presented to them online. Awareness campaigns should also target specific demographics that may be more vulnerable to certain types of scams, such as seniors, students, or individuals with limited technological literacy. By tailoring the message to the audience, awareness campaigns can be more effective in reaching those who are most at risk. Raising awareness about AI-driven scams is an ongoing effort. As new scam techniques emerge, it is essential to update educational materials and continue spreading the message about the importance of vigilance in the digital age. Section 9. Protective measures. Staying ahead of the curve. While awareness is crucial, it is not enough to combat the growing threat of AI-driven scams. Individuals and organizations need to adopt robust protective measures to stay ahead of the curve and mitigate the risks posed by this evolving threat. These protective measures include using strong passwords, enabling multi-factor authentication, being cautious about clicking on links or opening attachments, verifying the authenticity of communications, and keeping software and operating systems up to date. Organizations should also implement security protocols, such as data encryption, access controls, and regular security audits to protect their systems and data from AI-powered attacks. Investing in security training for employees can also help raise awareness and promote a culture of security within the organization. The fight against AI-driven scams is a continuous process. As technology advances, so too must our defenses. Staying informed about the latest security threats and adopting best practices are crucial for mitigating the risks posed by these sophisticated scams. Section 10. The role of regulation and law enforcement. While individual and organizational efforts are crucial, addressing the growing threat of AI-driven scams also requires a coordinated response from regulators and law enforcement agencies. Governments and regulatory bodies need to develop comprehensive legal frameworks to address the unique challenges posed by AI-powered scams. These frameworks should focus on defining the legal boundaries of AI use, establishing clear guidelines for AI development and deployment, and holding individuals and organizations accountable for the misuse of AI technology. Law enforcement agencies need to be equipped with the resources, training, and technology to investigate and prosecute AI-driven scams. This includes collaborating with technology companies, cybersecurity experts, and international partners to share information, track down perpetrators, and bring them to justice. The fight against AI-driven scams requires a multi-pronged approach, involving individuals, organizations, regulators, and law enforcement agencies working together to combat this growing threat and protect the digital landscape. Section 11. The future of AI and scams. A looming challenge. As AI technology continues to advance at an unprecedented pace, the threat of AI-driven scams is only going to increase. Scammers will continue to find new and innovative ways to exploit AI's capabilities, making it increasingly challenging to stay ahead of the curve. The future of AI and scams presents a looming challenge that requires a proactive and collaborative approach. Researchers, developers, policymakers, and law enforcement agencies need to work together to anticipate future threats, develop effective countermeasures, and ensure that AI's potential for good is not overshadowed by its capacity for harm. Investing in research and development of AI-powered security tools, promoting ethical AI development practices, and fostering international cooperation are crucial steps in mitigating the risks posed by AI-driven scams in the years to come. The future of AI is intertwined with the future of cybersecurity. By addressing the challenges posed by AI-driven scams, we can ensure a safer and more secure digital future for all. Section 12. Conclusion. Navigating the digital age with caution. The rise of AI-driven scams presents a significant challenge in the digital age. As AI becomes more sophisticated, so too do the tactics used by scammers. These scams exploit human psychology, leverage vast amounts of data, and are becoming increasingly difficult to detect. To protect ourselves in this evolving landscape, we must adopt a multi-layered approach. Awareness, education, and the implementation of robust protective measures are crucial. Individuals need to stay informed about the latest scam techniques, exercise caution online, and verify information before taking any action. The fight against AI-driven scams requires a collaborative effort. Technology companies, researchers, lawmakers, and law enforcement agencies must work together to develop effective countermeasures, promote ethical AI development, and hold perpetrators accountable. By staying vigilant, informed, and proactive, we can navigate the digital age with caution and mitigate the risks posed by the dark side of AI.